Straight to decision 2012 tonight in the first West Michigan visit for Republican candidate Rick Santorum. He's coming to our state as he maintains a lead in the polls. The latest numbers from Real Clear Politics, which averages several polls, shows that Santorum has a 5-point lead on his closest rival and Michigan native Mitt Romney. 24-hour News 8 political reporter Rick Albin just arrived in Holland minutes ago, where we expect Santorum to speak in about a half an hour. He just came from another event in Muskegon with the candidate. Rick?
Well, it was a packed event in Muskegon. It's going to be another packed event here in Holland. In fact, just moments ago, they shut off the line going here into the Moss Center on Hope College campus. They said there are just too many people inside, and I got to tell you, I was in there a couple of minutes ago, and it is packed. In Muskegon, it was more of the same. There were a bunch of people who showed up with very short notice into a ballroom at a local hotel there. That whole event had been put together. In fact, all of these events have been put together in the past 36 or so hours because all of these items on the schedule were not there just a few days ago, even 48 hours ago. And things have changed dramatically for the Santorum campaign, too, because they've added more stops in Arizona after their numbers there have closed dramatically. Here in Michigan, they maintain a lead, but that has started to slide since a lot of advertising has gone on the air last week. Those numbers probably down from maybe a 10-point difference down to maybe somewhere around a 4-point difference in polls. You saw the average there's a little bit more than that. We're tracking that closely and have one of our own polls in the field. But Santorum is here talking about a couple of things. One, reviving the economy. Says you can do it through better energy policies and also by taking a tax off of manufacturers. But he also understands that Michigan is very significant because his main rival, Mitt Romney, calls this his home state. Here's what he had to say as he started his remarks earlier today in Muskegon.
Wow, this is it's a big week coming up. We've got now just 1 week between now and what could be a sound heard round the world. Conservative Western Michigan has an opportunity to speak loudly in about a week's time that you want a conservative to lead your ticket in the fall election coming against Barack Obama.
Got big applause lines with that lineup in Muskegon and a number of other things. He also talked about strengthening the family as being a leader in the White House who would support family values. He had a lot of really high notes with that crowd there, a group of people that were clearly in support of much of what he had to say. Now, the question is, will his appearances here, he's going to be here today, go to Arizona. Mitt Romney will be on the east side of the state tomorrow. Then he heads off to Arizona. There's a debate out there Wednesday night. Then they'll both come back to the state. We're going to keep a close eye on them and see what those numbers do, because it's unclear right now if Santorum can maintain the momentum he has against the blistering attacks that he's getting from a lot of different sources on television. Maybe upwards of $1 million in television ads it's going to run here in Michigan in this next primary, in the last 2 weeks before the primary. So if you take last week and this coming week, maybe as much as $1 million. It's a lot of money in a short period of time. We, of course, will be here to hear what he has to say later tonight in Grand Rapids at the Lincoln Day dinner, all the way through the primary and the general election with the most comprehensive coverage of Decision 2012. In Holland, I'm Rick Albin, 24-hour News 8.
Rick, thank you. Rick did touch on this, but as for some of the other candidates, Mitt Romney will be back in Michigan tomorrow, along with his wife, Ann Romney. They'll be in Battle Creek tomorrow morning, and then in Ottawa County later in the day. Mitt Romney will hold a town hall meeting in Shelby Township, that's near Detroit. Ron Paul is scheduled to speak at Michigan State University in East Lansing the day before the primary election. That's February 27th.